Hey y'all, we have completed week 3 of the 60-day challenge, and hey, we got a lot to talk about, so come on back and let's talk about it. All right, so first let's talk about the new gym. I enjoy the new gym. It's One Life Fitness. It is clean, the atmosphere is great. The people are nice. The locker rooms are nice. It is just a nice overall gym. I think I made a great choice. I had a choice between 3 gyms, and I think I chose the one that's best for me. I still have my gym anxiety. I just don't know. It's like people, like a lot of people, my anxiety is crazy. I go to sweat. And it's just like when I speak, if I'm speaking to a crowd, I get very, very nervous. Even if I know these people, I still am nervous. I don't know why. That's the anxiety. I don't know why. But I'm working through it. I'm trying to get better at it. So we're gonna move. It is what it is. I still do my workouts, which is 4 times a week. What I have been doing is at the end of each workout, I do 15 minutes worth of cardio, right? Mr. Cardio is not happy about that because I haven't actually designated a day for him just for cardio. But he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Hopefully, sooner or later I get to the hour cardio sessions. But right now I'm just not gonna be able to do it. So 15 minutes after my workouts is what I give him 4 days a week. All right. So, but I am trying to put like a challenge on that 15. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do a mile in 15 minutes on the treadmill. Now, when I'm walking by myself, like outside, if I'm walking, I'm at like 20 some minutes a mile, which is crazy. I know because I Googled it and it's supposed to be much lower than that. But I figure 15 minutes for a mile to begin with because I'm a beginner. Let's be real about it now. I'm a beginner. So I think that's realistic. 15 minutes on a treadmill for a mile. If I could, it's really not. But that's how I'm starting out. I'm starting out at 15 minutes a mile. Okay. So let's go to food. Food has been amazing. Honestly, since I've gotten in the routine of being mindful of my food, I'm not as hungry as I used to be. And I guess because I'm eating on a schedule. Like when I get up in the morning, I try to eat breakfast. After my workout, I do my protein shake with my coffee. But I still eat breakfast. So I still may have like eggs, oatmeal, bacon. I still eat bacon. I like pork bacon, turkey bacon. I still eat them. I, switch them out, every, once in a while, but I still eat that. And I love boiled eggs. Eggs, boiled eggs. I love them. I usually eat like 4 boiled eggs in the morning time and then my protein shake. I'm trying to do a variety. I think next week I'm going to try to do omelets. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm probably gonna do like a spinach, ham chunks, onions, and some diced tomatoes. I'm probably gonna do omelets next week for my meal prep for breakfast. I think I am. I think I'm gonna do omelets. If not, it'll be boiled eggs. Quick, simple. And like I said, spaghetti will be my lunch for next week. And some fruit, most likely watermelon. Dinner is gonna be a great meal for me. So next week I'm doing fish and salmon. So I'm probably gonna do like a baked catfish or like a baked tilapia or salmon. But the size will be the same, which is gonna be sweet potatoes and squash and onions. I'm not a broccoli person. Like I don't know how I can continue to say this to you guys, but I am just not a broccoli person. And if I eat broccoli, it has to be cooked the same day I eat it because when you warm it up, broccoli stinks. And I think that's what it is. I think it's the smell that gets me. So I may do that. I also don't really like to cook my salmon. I don't like to pre-prepare my salmon either. You know what I mean? Baked fish, none of that. I don't like to pre-prepare any of it. So dinner is probably going to be one of those things that the only thing that'll already be meal prep is the sides, which is probably the squash and the sweet potatoes. If I decide to do like a broccoli, I will, but it'll probably be cooked when I'm ready to eat it. So that's the meal prep for next week. Um, so let's get into these measurements. Okay, so I'm gonna scoot over a little bit because I know I'm gonna like put it on this side of the screen. So you guys, okay, so let's get into these measurements. Okay, so let me pull it up and then I'm gonna put it over here so you guys can see. So, you know, the most surprising thing about these measurements is that um my lower waist was the most surprising thing because this 43 inches in my lower waist a year, I'm not even gonna say a year ago, I'm gonna say um September of last year, or was it the year before? September, my cousin slash niece got married, right? And the dress that I bought for her wedding, the waist was so tight that the seamstress at the place was like, you know, your waist is 53. So when I did my lower waist, it was a must that I did my measurements on my lower waist because I wanted to see if it still was a 53. So when it said 43, it's like, you better go, girl. You better go, girl. You know what I mean? Now my bust area, because I'm so wide, I still have to get like a 44 D for my breast because I don't have really big paducas, but I wear a 44. It is. It's a 44D. That's what I wear in bras. So that is understandable. I understand because like right now my breasts just sit in these bras. So that could be right. My waist, like the smallest point of your waist was a 38. That was good. Now my arms was funny because I distinctly remember a couple of years ago my arms was like a 19, and I think I mentioned that in the weigh-in video that I know it was like a 19, maybe 16, 17, but I know one time I measured my arms that they were a 19. I really wish I would have taken these measurements at the beginning in March, but I did it because I didn't really care about it. I just wanted to start, you know. This picture is amazing, y'all. This picture is amazing, y'all. I am in awe. That's all I'm gonna say. I am in awe. We're gonna do this again at the end of the 60-day challenge. You know, I ain't too keen to keep stepping on the scale. You know what I'm saying? It could be disastrous if the number go up. You know. Y'all, I can't keep staring at it. I can't keep staring at it because I will. You know what I mean? So that was the measurements and that was the weigh-in, and we rocked that. We rocked it. Um, so we're gonna wrap this video up by saying slow and steady will get you where you want to be. Everything ain't gotta be fast paced. Everything ain't gotta be what somebody else is doing. Do what makes you feel comfortable and do it on your own time. Because no matter what, you should be able to get where you want to be. If you have the determination, the drive, and the know how, you'll be able to do whatever you set your mind to. And that's just what it is. Well, I'm going to stop lecturing. I'm going to say we have finished week 3 and we did amazing and we saw results, but we are not done yet.
Okay.